What is up, my fellow heathens, and welcome back to another fantastic episode of the Southern Heathens Podcast. I'm Raven Tierson. Joining me, as always, Bubba Ymirson. And welcome to the fucking show. Ye skull, motherfuckers.
Man, yeah, we haven't said that in a while, have we?
No, we haven't. Man, how you doing?
I'm doing a lot better now. You know, working a lot, but at the same time, guys, as you guys have probably seen on the page, we have officially opened a merch store, and it's been awesome.
It has been awesome.
And that right there, I think, was a big turning point with everything. Finally, things were set in motion.
yeah. I mean, there was an outpour of support from the pagan community. I was just overwhelmed at first, people sharing and people like jumping in and wanting to do things, and it was just it just blew my mind how supportive that people were going to be. And we've been doing this since February, and we've been talking about opening a merch store and talking about it. And I know some of the listeners are probably like, yeah, they're never going to do it because they keep talking about it. But they don't realize how much work goes into that. It's wild, And I do all the designs myself. I've designed we're on logo number 4.
Yeah, I think so.
And that's our final logo, folks. It's not changing. So, I've got that up. We've got 3 designs.
Yeah, I think so. We might have maybe one more.
Well, one is it's the same design of different colors.
Yeah, that's true.
Then we have the Vegvasir, which again for the listeners, the Vegvasir is not a Viking symbol. It is Icelandic Galderstafur. It's the Wayfinder. It's to find your way, and when you're lost, either literally or metaphorically. That's the Vegvasir. And then we have our different variations of our logo. So.
Yeah, I think that's definitely a good variety of different colors, and I like the way you put the Vegvasir. It wasn't just like a typical one. It was definitely different from the other ones from what I've seen.
That took me a while.
Yeah, I bet.
It took me a while. I woke up at 2 o'clock in the morning, and I didn't finish until about 9 or 10. So yeah, that took me quite some time. So yeah, we've got the merch store up and going. You can find the merch store at the southernheathens.com/shop. That's the southernheathens.com/shop. It's very easy. That's where you can find all of our stuff. And it's competitively priced. So just get on there and buy. We have window decals. Even if you want to buy something as simple as that, it's $4.99. Get a window decal, and we gotta support pagan-owned businesses because I think we pretty much decided that our tagline is fostering paganism in the South.
Yeah.
And the best way for us to foster paganism here is with the support of the community, the pagan community, and we can't do that without, of course, people actually supporting us. Getting in there, buying our merch. We even have our donation tiers set up: 99 cents, $4.99, $9.99. You can do that at anchor.fm/thesouthernheathens/support. Yeah, we have so many plans.
I'm excited. There's so many things that we want to do, and now that the store is up and running, it's a dream come true.
It is, and it's people don't realize how much work you got to put into it, and when it finally comes to fruition, how relieving that is. And I'm nowhere near done. I'm putting on some more tonight.
Yeah.
I've been working on some stuff before we even started the show, but we went out and we had a nice hike out on the property. So beautiful out there. So but the leaves are starting to change colors. So
yeah.
Things are starting to die, and we're starting to see that. So it's almost like full circle because you've almost been here a year.
Yeah, almost. January 20th, I think, will be the year mark.
Yeah.
I think the 20th.
Yeah, so you'll actually get to see the nature kind of dwindle and die.
It's all so beautiful. And it's been a while since you've been out around the property and whatnot.
Well, I go out a little bit when you're not here, but I don't go that deep,
Yeah,
so.
I was just telling him, next time, next spring and summer, when everything turns green again, and especially after one of those little rainstorms, I wouldn't say little because we always get dunked on, but after one of those storms where I've said in previous episodes, when the clouds are out, super dark, but it's still like noon or something like that, and it's raining, and there's a color that comes that kind of reflects off the leaves when it's raining, and like I said, it looks like something straight out of fucking National Geographic.
Yeah,
It's so beautiful to go down there, and even now it was just gorgeous.
yeah. You have all these people. They're all like, "Oh, we can record in ultra 4K HD something or another." That whatever bullshit's out nowadays. But go outside and use your eyes. Like,
Yeah. Well, in the pictures we take too, we don't have any fancy ass cameras. We literally just have our phones.
Yeah.
Literally, like, and I posted pictures before, and I told people like these are not edited. Like, that's just how fucking green it is here.
Yeah, it's fucking gorgeous.
And I think again that will probably give us more ideas for the store and everything. Just maybe I don't know, using the type of green from the pictures I've taken.
Yeah, I can actually pull that color off. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just amazing, guys. Just amazing. Thank you guys again. Seriously, like that's the support's awesome, and we can't wait to come out with more stuff for you guys. And we'll definitely be supporting them. We'll definitely. I don't think we'll have any person to model them or anything. We can.
I mean, we could. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever fucking works, I guess.
Yeah, and before we go any further, I'm going to pause here for a word from our sponsors. The Southern Heathens podcast is proudly sponsored by Wood of Weird. Wood of Weird is an Etsy shop owned by TikTok and Instagram user Witches Brew. With crafts like wood burns and spell jars, as well as custom orders, you can find exactly what you need for all of your witchy and pagan needs. From one-of-a-kind spell jars to any wood burn design, Wood of Weird is always up to the task. Wood of Weird is always up and running and ships orders promptly. Any custom order requests can be messaged directly to Witches Brew via social media or through her email. Links can be found in her Etsy shop. Go to etsy.com/shop/woodofweird to find out more. That's etsy.com/shop/WOODOVWYRD.
But anyways, guys, back to the fucking show.
Back to the fucking show.
Again, guys, thank you so much for the support and everything. And you guys know who you are, and the sport's only growing. And paganism in the South, I feel like, is growing, and I'm glad to see that, and glad that people are being more open with it. And I think it starts just not being a dick or anything, to other people with different beliefs, but just you wear your Mjolnir out, wear your Southern Heathens t-shirt.
Yeah, get your Southern Heathens merch and wear
just,
that outside.
Wear the shit out of it. I plan on getting some tank tops of my own when I go to the gym and stuff. I plan on wearing some to my competition when I go to Arizona.
Oh so. Yeah. We have back to the store. We have a very great variety of different kinds of clothing. We have tank tops, t-shirts. We have sweats. We have baby clothes. Mm-hmm. So I mean, we have buttons. We have hats. We have totes, bags, mugs, and thermoses. You name it, and we probably have it. So you go on there if you really, really, really want to support paganism. You want to show your pagan pride
here in the South,
especially here in the South. I mean, if you live somewhere else, and I know you're listening, I know we have listeners in other countries. You can still buy it and be like, hey, there's a big pagan resurgence in the States, and I'm going to support that.
Yeah.
Because where we live right now, there are stories like things that are happening at like Witch Fest or pagan cons and stuff like that in like Alabama and stuff, where churches are gathering together and shutting shit down, and that's not okay with me. So yeah. I think the only way we can combat this is to come together like this, support each other like this, and use the funds and stuff that we have to foster paganism in our areas and to bring about that activism and to show people that we're members of the community too. We care about the community just as much as everyone else. We're not bad people. We're not going out and sacrificing babies and stuff under the full moon.
Yeah.
It's they're usually full grown. So that's a joke. That's a joke. See. But yeah, we don't go. We're not evil, and we have to show people that. So, just we
that
need
also
to
means not being fucking cringe either.
Right,
you know what I mean? Not you wear your merch, wear your Mjolnir, wear your your arm rings, wear that stuff. That doesn't mean that you need to be preaching to every person, about it. Like we're not monotheistic. We don't have missionaries that do that. We don't need to.
Right.
We just be ourselves, and if people are attracted to that, to this faith, then let them.
Yeah, the call comes naturally. We don't have to go beating on people's doors. Have you heard of my Lord and Savior Othen?
Yeah.
Let me tell you about Wodenaz.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah, we don't do that shit, and I think we have a lot harder way to go than, of course, because it's
than in some places, yeah.
Yeah, it's less mainstream, but it's coming more to light, and in this area, it's just it's an uphill battle. It's it's a hard row to hoe, as they say. So there's no other way to say it. I mean, I keep repeating myself, but guys, just you got to help out. You got to support the community. Put for a lack of a better term, put your money where your mouth is. If you truly are a proud pagan, even if you don't buy our merch, share our show. Share our show. Tell people about what we do. Share our Facebook page, share our Instagram, and that helps more than you know. That brings people around.
Yeah, and also too, one thing that we definitely practice what we preach in terms of not just selling our own merch, but we buy from other small pagan businesses.
Right.
I don't know how many necklaces I've said in the past. I don't know how many necklaces I bought from Olsvetter Craftsman Shop.
Yeah, and that's an unintentional plug, but we will plug the Olsvetter Craftsman right here. So that guy knows his shit.
Yes,
and he is, in my opinion, which I'm pretty proud of myself. So not so humble opinion. He's pretty much a celebrity in our community.
I would say so.
So it's very cool to have some of his stuff, and it's all ethically sourced. And he gets some real deal stuff. What's that Rus pendant you have?
Yeah, from Kiev.
Yeah.
And that's it's around 1,000 years old. Found in Kiev, Ukraine. It's a sun wheel.
Yeah.
Or sun pendant.
Yeah, and he sends paperwork validating its authenticity.
Yeah, I remember I got a Russian bogwood necklace with a sigil on it, and it had literally the carbon dating form, half in English, half in Russian, and that one is about 5,400 years old.
That is wild. That just blows my mind.
And,
But yeah, he is what you call top tier. In our community, he's one of the best craftsmen I've ever seen. He really knows his stuff. He has a blog on his website, olsvettercraftsman.com. This has turned into a full-blown ad for him, and we didn't
even try to do this, but
yeah.
Just, I guess being grateful to see other, pagan stores doing great. And also, too, guys, I bought from him. I bought them from a few stores in Europe and whatnot.
Right.
Still great stuff. I bought a couple statues, or I got more like a wooden idol of the giants of Ymir and Surtur,
right.
And it has some of the stanzas from the Eddas carved in runes going around it and whatnot. And I thought that was...
We have the flag from Norse Magic and Beliefs.
Mm-hmm.
My Tiwaz pendant comes from a pagan shop in Ukraine.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm so sorry, but I'm not ordering from Ukraine ever again. I will keep saying that. I love the craftsmanship, and I love what
that was just a mishap, probably.
I don't know. I heard some things. Okay.
Well, mind you, too, you're also getting stuff from another country that is not. It's not like you're getting it from England.
I know.
You're getting it from Eastern Europe. That's super fucking far away.
I realized that, but it took way too long for that. It should have taken. I expected 2-3 weeks, not 3-4 months. So, but this was before the war. So I mean, just saying.
Stuff happens. Remember the the Mjolnir I gave you?
Yeah.
I got that within a week, and that was when I was in Washington.
That's when I became a true pagan. A true heathen is when I was gifted my Mjolnir.
Yeah, you had to be gifted it.
Yeah, and then he bestowed upon me the name of Ragnarsson.
Ravnar Lothbrokson.
And then I became a Viking.
Yeah, just know, guys, that there's Viking in your name. I probably won't follow you.
Probably not. There is a guy I follow on TikTok. He has Viking in his name, but he makes it clear that it's satirical,
Yeah.
satire.
Yeah.
It's just for fun. It's just a username.
Yeah, there's some like that. I will, though, because I understand from the content that I see. Obviously, it's clearly, it's satire.
Yeah. I can never say that word, so if you make fun, come at me, okay? Come at me.
That's
I have an email. It's raven@thesouthernheathens.com. I won't open them.
It's because he has a mixed accent.
I do. It's half northern, half southern.
Yeah.
So it's people look around here. They look at me weird when I talk because I will enunciate things properly when they look at me funny. They're like, "Wait a second, what did you just say?"
Yeah. You said over there, not over yonder?
Yes, that place over there.
Yeah. That's 20 yards away.
Down the holler, okay?
Yeah. That could mean 20 yards or 20 miles or 20 hours away.
Yeah, it just depends how big the holler is.
Yeah. But no, thanks again, guys. Seriously, like when he finally got the shop open, I felt like, not saying that I am Thor. I'm just saying, if you guys read the edits, there's one story in there. It's probably one of my favorite ones with Thor, and you guys have probably heard this one before. But it was when Thor gets his hammer stolen in Terms Kvita. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that one right, but if you guys know the story, I won't read the whole thing. But basically, he has his hammer stolen by Term, a giant, and he asks for Freya's hand in marriage, and that's the only way he'll give it back. So the gods come up with an idea that he goes dressed up as Freya, and Loki accompanies him to Jotunheim. And I will read the last couple stanzas.
Yeah.
And so this is well after they start the wedding, and then stanza 30. Then Term, king of giants, spoke. Bring in the hammer to bless the bride. Lay Mjolnir on the bride's knees. May Var, goddess of wedding vows, bless us. And then Thor, that tough-minded fighter, laughed with a full heart, gripping his hammer. First, he killed Term, king of giants. And then he crippled all the giant's kin. Then he killed the giant's older sister, the one who had asked him for the customary gift. She received a blow instead of money, a hammer to her head instead of golden rings. And this is the way Odin's son got his hammer back. It's one of my favorite stories ever. But obviously, you guys can tell the enthusiasm from him getting his hammer back. Just can you imagine? You get your weapon back and
yes.
Gripping it, smiling like, "Oh, it's on now, motherfuckers!" Yeah. I fucking got it back.
Yeah, that is kind of the feeling. As soon as I hit publish on the store, as soon as it went live, the anxiety kind of came in. I was like, "Oh, here we go!" And then we got a few sales then, and I was like, "Yes,
yep,
yes." That's gonna be really loud, by the way. I'm sorry.
By the way, guys, this is a question I often ask myself in the edit sometimes. When Thor dressed up as Freya in a dress, how did they not know it was him? That's a question I always ask myself. I mean, obviously, we're not supposed to take every story literally,
right?
But it kind of makes you think, though.
Well, if you think about it, he may have long hair.
He has a giant red beard, and he's definitely bigger than most.
Well, you'd think maybe he was wearing a veil.
He was wearing a veil, but I don't think Freya is as big as him.
Look, I'm God spouse to Freya.
Shut up!
Don't talk about my lady like that, okay? No, I don't believe in God spousing. Is ridiculous, folks. You're not married to a god at all, ever will you be? So, yeah, I mean, it is kind of it is supposed to be like it's an allegory. It's metaphorical stories.
Or here's another excitement thing from one of my favorite movies, from The Devil's Rejects, when Danny Trejo and Diamond Dallas Page get the call, to go out and bust the Firefly family, and Diamond Dallas Page asks Danny Trejo, he's like, "Is the shit on?" Danny Trejo's like, "The shit is on," and they dap each other up and everything. That's also what I kind of felt like when he opened it, and I was like, "Hell yeah, the shit is on."
It is on. And I think I actually surprised you with it. You had no idea it was about to go live. Like, I surprised you with a live.
Yeah, I thought we were gonna go like next week.
No, I was ready to go.
Yeah, then that's when you said it was fully open. I was like, "Oh shit."
Yeah. And by the way, we're still holding our grand opening sale, so everything's 15% off until like the 9th of this month. So jump on that 15% off because I don't know when I'm going to run another sale. So I mean, if you want some cheaper stuff, go ahead and jump on there.
Yeah. Like I said, I definitely plan on, especially because winter is coming.
Winter is coming.
I definitely plan on buying some sweatpants and some tank tops for the gym. It'll be nice because in the gym I go to, it's super fucking humid in there. Like during the spring and summer, there's no AC. I mean, there is, but it's literally just in one spot. The rest of it's just fans blowing each other's sweat and disgusting us off.
Yeah,
And I'm
I
sweating
guarantee
right
you it
now
has heat though.
Oh, probably. But yeah, guys, no, seriously, super fucking excited. This is just an amazing thing that has happened. I tried running my own business before. Won't go into too much detail about that, but let's just say I failed miserably.
Well, I mean, everything's a learning.
Yeah, it's a great learning experience, you know. And then I went on my way, and I've just been working, you know, a regular job and everything, and it works out because you know I typically make do with what I got.
Yep.
And I try to get better with that. But now with this, on top of that, it's going to be, you know, it's going to be more to handle, but at the same time, definitely worth it. I wouldn't change for a second.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean,
What were you going to say? Do you have words?
I don't have words.
We're supposed to be sharing words with the audience.
Is that what we're doing? I think I'm going to leave all that in.
I probably just should. Fuck it.
Yeah, this is a raw episode, folks.
Because we really only had two like topics mainly, just because we're so excited.
Yeah, we're sitting here, we're having a couple of drinks together, we're celebrating, and you know we have a pretty large Facebook group now. It's still not as active as I'd kind of want it to be, but we're thinking about going live on there a couple of times.
Yeah,
you know, where you can actually see us and hear us talk. And if you want to be a part of that, you got to get on our Facebook group. If you don't have a Facebook, make one. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, we have an Instagram too.
We do have Instagram.
It's not as active, but I feel like now we'll probably make more of an effort too, because of the shop and everything.
You know, anytime I make a post on Facebook, I make a post on Instagram.
Yeah, I do see that. I need to as well, because I know I have, no offense, I do have more followers. But I definitely need to make that more apparent, like posting that more, not just nature pics.
Yeah, you definitely have to do more.
Yeah, I know. But it's a work in progress.
One thing we actually do have to do, and I know you're going to hate this, we have to be active on TikTok. We have to be. Look, that's where people are these days. That's where they are. Instagram and Facebook are dwindling. They really are.
Well, we're going to use your account then.
We have a Southern Heathens account.
Okay, I'll be in the account, but I won't make a separate one. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, you won't have to. I mean, it's just a joint business account. Basically, is all I can say. But yeah, we have to be more active on TikTok. So yeah, we do have a TikTok. We will not be getting a Twitter at all. No Twitter.
Or Snapchat.
I do have a personal Snapchat. I barely use it. Like, I'll even open people's stuff and not reply. And yes, I do that on purpose.
I don't really use it as much anymore. I just use it because I forget people's numbers when I get a new phone, which is more often than the normal person getting a new phone, because my shit always cracks. I did try to get a case today at Walmart. They don't sell them anymore because they stopped selling that model phone. Literally.
What model is it?
The A32 Samsung.
I'm sure they have it on Amazon.
I'll try to find it. And also, I need to go to Dirt Cheap, because they said they have like $5 otter boxes there.
Really?
Yeah, that's what the T-Mobile guys were saying to me.
I can't stand Dirt Cheap. The place is terrible.
Well, duh, it's called Dirt Cheap for a reason.
Well, I mean, you know, you have... It's like they get all these damaged packages in, and you go in there, and they're still in these damaged packages. You got to dig through everything to find something even decent. It's whatever. It might be open tomorrow. Maybe we'll go.
Yeah, I can do probably a little bit more shopping too. Yeah. I just figured that would be good for now because we have a bunch of stuff in the cupboard anyway. So
right.
Those instant mashed potatoes though, those are primo. Those are freaking primo. So easy to make, and damn, they're more filling than I thought they'd be.
Here we are. We're on the latter end of our podcast, and we're talking about instant mashed potatoes.
Well, because a little fun fact for you guys, when I first moved here, I mean, obviously, just about everyone knows what potatoes is and probably eats them one way or another. But I only usually ate them if it was from fast food, or if it was made from like my mom or my bonus dad. when they make, their chicken bakes and stuff like that. They put potatoes in it, or potato bakes just like that. But when I got here, all this man fucking eats is potatoes. Literally has bags on bags. I remember you had those sweet potatoes, which we never really got to.
Yeah.
But you had a shitload of them.
Yeah.
Because I was looking into your cupboards at the time, and I know you hadn't been shopping in a little while. And I was like, man, what do you got to eat in here? I was like, I don't really see much. He's like, well, look, there's potatoes.
That's all you need is potatoes.
He got me on a potato kick. I literally eat probably about 2 or 3 every day.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the first meal I made you were my baked scalloped potatoes and ham.
We definitely need to make that again.
Yeah, so good.
Because the cold weather's coming up. Yeah. That'd be a good dish.
Yeah, and you haven't tried my chili either.
I haven't.
Yes.
I haven't tried that yet. Sounds delicious.
This is a ridiculous episode, but I love it.
Fuck it.
Yeah, we didn't cover anything really academic in this, and you probably it's just a fun, sarcastic episode. So
I mean, we did cover one story from the Eddas, which I know we've been trying to do more, but with the shop coming up and everything, I know it kind of didn't mess up things, but it definitely put that more. But definitely, we'll definitely be reading more into the Eddas. And this is another thing I was just thinking about, guys, is like, we're not just called the religion of homework because, we definitely want to read from more sources, but at the same time, it is also best to go back and read the same sources a few times, because I've read the Eddas 2 or 3 times already, and I still forget a lot of it.
Yeah.
So
sometimes I forget some stuff that I had just read.
Yeah, so I think it's a good idea to go back and really read those stories. You don't have to read every single one, but my advice would just be to go back and read the ones that you don't just enjoy, but the ones you can actually learn from. And if it suits you, then just read the whole damn book again.
Yeah.
I plan on getting what was it? Because I have a small saga book. I think it's 9 sagas, but more about Eric the Red and whatnot. But I plan on getting the Sagas of the Icelanders, that 800-page one.
Yeah.
Because that one will have all of them in it. And then the one from the account of Ibn Fadlan, the Land of Darkness, talking about the Rus and whatnot. That's one book I need to get. And I do need to finish the Saga of the Orkneys, which I think is in your room.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I think it is.
But I was having a blast reading that, because I remember the last time I visited Washington, that's what I read before I got there when I was on the airplane. And then when I was coming back from Dallas, same thing. I was just reading the Orkney sagas, and they were amazing.
Yeah, well, yeah, guys. I mean, I guess this is the end of the episode. As we always say, read a book, go outside, and enjoy nature. We did that today. It's beautiful.
Got eaten up by bugs.
Yeah. I mean, hey, that's.
I had a couple land on me. I didn't even know what the hell they were. they had, it definitely wasn't a mosquito. It wasn't a bee either, but it was definitely something. And I was like,
Billy Bob the one-toothed mosquito. Yeah. But I mean,
down here there is probably inbred mosquitoes.
Probably. But yeah, go outside, read a book, as we always say. Connect with your ancestors, connect with nature. Set down the technology for a little bit and just reorient your mind. And again, buy some merch. thesouthernheathens.com/shop. Buy some merch. Share the show with a friend. Share a show with an enemy. Do all those things. And we'll be back to you again when we feel like it. Y'all holla.
East Gall.